We're two fine gentlemen here, Gilmar and Andrew, Bucks Townies Podcast. We're Bucks County's leading investigative journalists doing journalism. Today, we have a special guest. He's a recognizable name in Bucks County now, especially in the real estate market. He's done a good job building his brand around himself. He was previously the Bucks County realtor. Now he's a Bucks County agent. Hope to get into that in the podcast. That little random name change might be a story behind it. But he's done a great job carving out a reputation beyond just the transactions. Bucks County is not no shortage of realtors. So he's done something right. He hasn't been a realtor for that long, but he's doing a great job at it. So we welcome Pat Mencel on the show today, the Bucks County agent.
Oh, Bucks Townies sail the truth each day, from the hills of Bucks to the wide Delaware, with a laugh, a story, and a mug raised high. Townies deep for the facts neath the old county sky.
The Bucks County agent identity. My first question is, it was previously Bucks County Realtor, and it had to change for legal reasons because of the word realtor is owned by the Realtors Association.
Correct, yeah. NAR shut me down. Which was the ultimate goal. I was like, hey, if NAR recognizes it, yeah, I'm doing something right. So, and I forget how they found out, but they did.
Yeah. What so going back into the Bucks County Realtor, now the agent, how soon into you becoming a realtor did that branding, did you grab a hold of that?
Immediately, because I was I worked with my brother for years. We were always about brands and stuff. Philadelphia Table Company had a whole science behind it. And so I was like, yeah, I'll just be the Bucks County Realtor. So when you type in realtor Bucks County, as soon as I get enough hits, that's what pops up, right? So, and 2 weeks into real estate, I remember everyone was telling me, all these other agents are emailing me yo, you can't use that. And I'm like, why? And they're like, well, because that's owned by NAR and they're going to find out. And I was like, all right, well, when they find out, I'll figure it out. So 4 years.
It took 4
Damn,
years.
4 years. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you have to ask for forgiveness.
Yes.
Not permission.
They were actually really, really nice about it. They were just like, hey, you have 2 weeks to just change this. And I was like, all right, can you help me? How's the Bucks County agent? They're like, that's fine. So I was like, okay, cool.
Luckily, that was available.
Yeah.
Do you think it has as much sting?
Not really, because I think people read it at first and they're like, what is this? I think they look at it and they're like, oh, is he an insurance agent? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Special ops agent.
Keep them guessing.
The
dude.
Bucks County special ops agent or something.
Yeah.
So I don't think realtor is so clear.
Bucks County agent.
Yeah.
You, what's that movie, I Love You, Man, where he pays for the billboards for him, and one of them's the 007 thing.
Oh, yeah,
he's
yeah.
like, what are you doing, dude? He's like, it's your wedding gifts, too.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
There's when I think of the Bucks County agent, I think of just Pat looking like a secret agent up on billboards that we don't have in Doylestown.
Yeah.
No billboards yet. It's funny. You think we'd figure this stuff out, but I have no idea how to get a billboard. There's a specific billboard that I want, and it's on 202 as you're going towards Peddler's Village on the right hand side. There's only two there.
Yeah, the one right near Burnt House.
Yes. I want that billboard so bad. If anybody knows how to get that billboard,
Do you
please
think it's
let
probably
me know.
owned by the neighborhood?
Do you think so?
Well, it's on the property of that community right there.
Yeah, I can't figure it out. There's a weird number on there. I type that in, tried all different billboard brands, location, can't find it.
Dang.
Yeah.
I know Spaziano or somebody had some space up there.
It was Flo.
Yeah.
Smirkanish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Smirkanish, yeah.
She did, but I can't be the agent that's hey Flo, how did you get that billboard?
I remember when they added her son. I think it's her son to the billboard.
Yeah.
And her picture was like a picture of her, and then the picture of him looked like AI generated. Did you notice that?
I don't remember.
I don't know. I think they photoshopped the pics super hard and then didn't realize that when they layered it in, it was gonna print a certain way. So when you looked at the billboard, you drive by, you'd be like, dude, this guy's face is fixed. The whole thing is it looked like cartoon.
Wow.
I'm like, oh
Yeah, I didn't
no.
notice
Yeah.
Incredible.
If you know Photoshop or like if you know photo editing, you took one look at it and you're like, oh, whoever edited that, not good.
Yeah.
But if you're doing 45 miles an hour past it, you're never gonna notice
never
it.
gonna
But like if
notice
you
it.
drive past it every day, like we
Yeah.
do, like you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. It's not up anymore, you said?
Not right now. It's
Oh,
I think right now it's a Peddler's Village one for Easter. If I had to guess, I think it's.
bet you they own it. The billboard.
Ooh,
Maybe.
there is a lot of Peddler's Village like advertising.
You're right. There is.
You know who might know who owns it? Nick Cornea.
You think?
You should be Revival Building, Bucks County agent, and just
Yeah, we're slowly building our brands together. It's just
I mean,
we can't sneak up on the enemy too fast,
dude,
Pat.
the traffic that just goes down
Yeah.
202 there,
Yeah.
like you are that local figure if you get that billboard.
That's facts.
Yeah, I mean, I'll split it with you.
Let's do it. Let's find out who owns it. That's the question.
We are Bucks County's #1 investigative
And can
journalist.
we buy it? Like, can we just
Yeah, just straight up, just give them a number,
and then decide who leases it in the future?
and then we're the guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pat's like, this is how he thinks. He doesn't want to rent this. He doesn't want to just advertise.
He
on
wants
it.
to buy it.
He wants to be the guy.
yeah. I'm a realtor, man. Let's own that sign.
Is the dirt for sale?
yeah.
Well, like right from the beginning, you knew, like even your videos and everything you were doing. Because I met you like kind of when you decided to become a realtor. I think like you were licensed, but you were still kind of just like, which way do I go with it?
Yeah.
Did you know you were gonna be just kind of like disruptive, or were you just kind of just trying to? Because you are, unfortunately for you, but you're disruptive to like the realtor world because there's so many realtors in Bucks County that like you rose very quickly, respectfully. Like it was kind of impressive, and it had to do with like your disruptive videos and like how you were marketing like the information. Like how much of that was intentional?
It was all intentional. Yeah, it was it was a quick rise to fame, I guess, right? It was the first year it was just, me knocking on doors all in the entire borough, and calling and then posting videos. It was like, it's got to be everything all at the same time until I get that first call like, hey, I own this house on, Banana Street. Like, you want to come take a look? So, yeah, I appreciate that. But it was like I had no choice. It was when I jumped into this, I had left another career path. And I was like, if I'm going to like survive, and I had a kid, I had to figure it out.
You only had one kid at that time?
Yeah, I had Jet. And he was like, what? It was just 5 years ago, so he was like 2.
Yeah. So honestly, it was like a lot of what I don't think people realize. Perhaps everybody saw the videos and the social media marketing, but how much just straight old school calling and knocking on doors and just introducing yourself were you doing?
It was relentless. I mean, it was like day I got my license, my wife Linda looks at me. I'm like, I dress up in like a nice shirt. Never seen me in like a nice shirt before, and I'm like walking out the door. She's like, "Where are you going?" I was like, "I just got license. Going to knock on the doors." She's like, "What are you gonna do? What are you gonna say?" I was like, I don't know, but I'm gonna figure it out, right? And I did that just every day. I'd pick a different neighborhood, and I enjoyed it because it was nice outside. I started in like the spring, and I would just like pick another neighborhood, knock on every door, and just like get doors slammed in my face, but had a few good conversations. And I was like, I think I'm getting somewhere,
How many? Okay, so going into that experience, like you're walking into like. Because like I've known you for a while now, and like it takes such like you have this just like spirit to you that like I think you have to be good at that. And are you like just totally okay with just like someone saying like no or getting a door slammed in your face?
No way.
Or does that like affect you?
No, dude, I don't think that's good for anyone's health.
Yeah, because sometimes like I see you just going after it all the time, and I'm like in the trenches too, but in a different business. But like I see you, I'm like, how does he have the steam to just like constantly be selling like this?
Yeah, every no sucks. It just always sucks. You know what I mean? But I think it's like you know it's gonna suck, so you kind of like tell yourself, yeah, okay, it's fine. Like we'll be okay because we'll find a yes somewhere, right?
Yeah.
But no, I don't. My skin's not really that thick.
Okay.
They always tell agents, they're like, yeah, the more you do it, the more you get rejected. Like the more you're just gonna like realize that that's normal. But like I don't think psychologically you ever change. It's just every no is like, oh damn. I suck. Like, you know what I mean? But then you just like shake it off and sing your favorite song and do it again, you know? So, yeah.
Sing your favorite song.
Yeah. Bob Marley, dude.
Yeah.
I listen to a ton of reggae, and that's why, because it's like, yeah, it's funny. It's such a dark world of like just being rejected all the time, but like the reggae is like makes everything like all right. Like,
Yeah, that's the secret to real estate.
It's reggae.
Do it or clip it.
Yeah.
Clip
Yeah,
it.
there you
YouTube,
go.
million views right now. Secret to real estate. Bob Marley.
Reggae.
It's true, man. I cold call my office, and I just have reggae blasting in the background, just keeps the vibes going, you know.
There's a couple people I follow on Instagram that are complete pieces of shit that are cold call guys. Do you see any of these videos?
Sure.
Where
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna like mention any of their names because
Yeah.
they're just like not good people. But I'll watch like these guys just dial phones and just like how they approach just like strangers calling to them and just like how they handle the rejection. And like some of them will have like just like different sirens and they'll get rejected. They'll have like this whole routine to just like they'll be like whatever and hang up on them first or whatever. And I'm like, damn, that sucks.
Yeah, cold calling is definitely not fun. I do it a lot though, but I have a different approach where there's some people that like just push for the close, like they push to get in the door. I'm just calling to literally reach out, like, hey, have you thought about selling? And if it's a no, okay, we're done the conversation. I'm not trying to get myself in the door into a bad situation.
You're not trying to sell some like.
Yeah.
I've read some like a quote recently that good sales isn't like what people think sales is convincing people to buy stuff they don't need, but good sales is actually like connecting people to like what the problem to the solution.
Yeah, exactly. I believe that.
And then I truthfully think that like when people think of salespeople, I don't deal with it too much, but I have other peers in like construction that sell more. It's like more aggressive sales model businesses.
Of course, yeah.
And you can definitely hear it in like their stories and stuff that when they approach customers, it's like a used car experience where like you need a roof and you're like treating me like I'm the devil. Like you called me for a roof. Your roof's leaking. Like why are you treating me like I'm the devil? Like I'm here to help you. But it's because people are like geared to
feel that way,
to be like on guard when somebody tries to sell it.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like the Israeli guys with the perfume at
Yeah. I know it smells good. I don't need it flashing my
They're
face.
in
like
New
that.
Hope now.
Oh yeah, I've seen them.
Did you see them on the Facebook group?
Oh, there's a Facebook group?
No, there's the New Hope Facebook group. They're like they're back. Like and there's like hundreds. Like there's like, but when I saw it, there was like at least 100 comments already being like they are allowed to do it like within 3 feet of the door, but they can't go on the sidewalk or they're in violation. Like everybody got the deets. It's pretty bad.
Damn, people are
But those guys are like hard selling like all day, and they just smile. And they're like, yeah, whatever. Dude.
Yeah,
smell bad.
It's the hard sell.
Smell
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Did you have a job previous to real estate that allowed you to kind of like know how to approach sales, or did you just wing it?
Well, I had experience for the music business because I was like I was a published songwriter, so I was constantly trying to convince my A&R that the song I wrote was a hit. So it was like a nonstop, like, it's the hardest thing to do is like to convince somebody like, hey, it's a good song, when they're just like, no, it's not a good song. We're like, yeah, but it's an awesome song. You're just not listening to it right. But you can't convince somebody to have a certain emotion about a song. So I guess that kind of trained me, and I did that for years, like seriously for years, and I probably wrote over like 1,000 songs,
Yeah.
So
how many of like if you wrote 1,000 songs, like how many songs do you end up selling, or like
how many did I make money on? Like maybe 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the ones you make money on count, But still, that's a lot of songs to write. And I think the harder thing about that is you're so emotionally involved because you like love this song you wrote and you believe in it. But then when no one else does, you're really let down. So like real estate, like there's not really an emotional attachment sometimes to the client themselves.
So you've been kind of like, you kind of did something harder than this in terms of selling, like yourself. Like this has got to be. You're not selling a piece of artwork.
Well,
you're selling like.
It's definitely different. It's like it's not. I don't know how to explain. It's not as rewarding as like definitely someone hearing a song and be like, wow, like I want to cut this song. But yeah, it was definitely emotionally harder, I think. Real estate takes a little bit more discipline because you can't just like wake up and like make your espresso and like, walk outside for 4 hours, listen to the birds chirp, and then get inspired and write a song, right? So like that was the cool aspect of songwriting. But real estate's more like, I got to have my espresso, I got to get to the office, I got to hit the phone, I got to, get this contract in, like talk to this agent, it's more regimen.
How, like, who would you say is a better sales guy, you or your brother? Because I've talked to your brother about the sales, because he has a similar sales ability that I was like, where does this come from? And he's like, oh, music, and he just says it like, oh, the music industry, and I never understood what he meant until you just explained that right now. But now I could totally see you guys writing songs and then getting crushed and be like, all right.
I mean, I truthfully
make another one.
I truthfully believe that if we worked together, if we had a broker together, we would be unstoppable. Right?
I think so.
We work really well together. With Philadelphia Table Company, it was more like I had to move out of the city because I had a kid, and we were just in different phases in life. So I was like, I got to figure something out. He's like, I got to figure something out. So it was like he took that, and then I started doing real estate. But we've always discussed together we're great salesmen. We got our band signed, and that was calculated. It was we sat down one day and we're like, how are we gonna get a record deal? How are we gonna do this? It's 1 in 1 million bands, and we figured out the format. We figured out the system together.
So you guys built the band and the performance to get signed.
Yeah, that's what we wanted. That was our goal. It was hey, if we're gonna do this forever, we better figure this out, get a record deal. So so we just always kind of were bouncing ideas off each other's brains and kind of figuring things out. And little did we know, all we were doing was sales. When we were selling the band. We were selling the band to a record label, and that's what worked out. So
they'd probably make a great show.
Yeah, it would be cool.
Selling the band with Pat and Paul.
Selling the band, yeah.
Just the two of them fighting like brothers, just punching each other. No.
Yeah,
and then they go into and then the elevator door opens and they're just super serious.
Yeah.
Good intro.
Do you miss working with your brother?
Yeah, definitely from time to time. I think I miss more we would, when we were in the band together, we traveled all the time and, we explored. It was funny, the rest of the band would kind of do their thing, but Paul and I were always renting bikes in Chicago and biking to the lake together and stuff like that was really cool. You know what I mean? What
position in the band did you play and what did Paul play?
I was the lead singer, so I had to always get I always had to get the,
You have lead singer hair.
stuff.
Yeah, you have lead singer hair. Yeah.
Dude, we have 3 of the best sets of hair in Bucks County right now.
Yeah, we do have a good set of hair.
There's good lettuce in here.
Yeah, some good lettuce.
Some good broccoli. Yeah.
Make a salad.
All right, so serious talk.
Yeah, serious talk. Yeah.
Back to business.
Sorry.
Gilmar, seriously.
Sorry.
I guess just talking about the Bucks County real estate market real quick. What do you think of the honest hot take? We're gonna clip this, obviously. What's your honest hot take on the Bucks County market right now? Hype versus reality. Are things selling? Things not selling? People moving here? People moving out?
I think with real estate, it always is true. If you price a house right, it's gonna sell. If you if it's in a great location and there's nothing seriously wrong with it, it's gonna sell, right? We're definitely in a market where there's so many buyers because we went through years of no inventory. So right now, this past weekend, a ton of houses popped up. I was in a bidding war with 5 of my own clients. And, it's that situation where I'm trying to explain to them, we see one price. We have to remember that that's a strategy to get the X price, but also this is years of people not having a house to buy. So everyone's oh my God, this is the neighborhood I've wanted to be in for 15 years. I need to,
Jeez,
so
that's stressful.
Yeah. It is extremely stressful. Yeah. And that's actually where I do get emotionally involved because I know how badly some of my clients want these specific houses, but when you can't compete, you can't compete, unfortunately. And people are, waiving everything, it's you don't even get a chance to be yeah, but that septic, it's you have
nope, you want the house or no?
Yeah. Yeah, and unfortunately, it stinks because my favorite part of the job is really trying to help someone get a good deal on a place. That's the biggest win, right? If you're able to get a good look at the house, love the house, and then get it for a good deal, I felt like I did my job because my fulfillment is not really just getting the check, seeing it hit the bank account, going to get the next client. I've always struggled with wanting to be somebody that's doing somewhat good or something for the people as opposed to just check after check. So
Punching deals.
yeah. And like, sure, people are like, yeah, whatever, man. But the reality is,
say that.
I will tell you, the win feels so much better when it's like, you're negotiating something and you do get to the table and everyone's happy, as opposed to like, balls to the walls all the time, bidding war, no choice, no voice, and and just close on your house. That's a different story. So,
What do you think people like are getting wrong in the real estate market right now, like in terms of buyers or agents or something? Like, sorry for the car, dude. That was
That
a loud.
That was
a
What are
loud Puerto
people
Rican
getting
guy in a
wrong?
Honda Civic. The windows are open. It's not his fault.
Pat, real quick, can you lower your mic just a little bit?
yes, sir.
I don't want it to
Okay.
bring it down just a
Oh,
little.
what, for the camera?
Yeah, I don't want it to cover your face too much when you're talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
People
yeah,
got to
yeah.
see the face.
It's the moneymaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Okay.
He's doing his thing.
What are people getting wrong? I don't think they're giving themselves enough time. Buyers. I don't think that there's enough patience. I mean, it's like I tell everyone, and this is the truth, right? But this is like, I don't know if this is like the sad truth, but like on average, it's like 3 to 6 months to find a home. When like really, you should be taking like a year. Like that sounds crazy, and no one wants to drag the realtor along for a year. But that's they don't understand that there's a lot of the agents that are doing business have a lot of clients, so we're transacting throughout the year. So like, don't be the one that's like, oh, I feel bad, like it's been a year. But the reality is like, you just got to take your time. You know what I mean? And a lot of people wait too long. Like what I mean by that is like, oh, my lease is up in 2 months. I got to find a house now. It's like, well, we should have started this like
When you sign the lease.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a year left on your lease. Let's start looking.
You know what I mean? Because like that's the other thing. You're up against the wall, and then you have to jump into something, or like, oh, my kid is starting high school, like in 3 months and needs to be in CB West, and it's like, well, that's how you end up in like the bidding war situation. And I can't say like even if you take a year, you're not going to end up in a bidding war, but like at least you have time to like, oh, a house in that neighborhood will pop up again, and like, yeah, I just got to give it time because not everyone's moving tomorrow.
Then where's the next like opportunity in this area? Like what areas do people like not really consider? Because we all know like where people want to go.
Yeah.
But where are people like?
That's
where
a
are the
really
secret
good
little spots? Because occasionally, I'll find like little neighborhoods or things, or like little streets here or there where you're like, bro, I didn't even know this was back here.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, one that I really love is North Wales, which is Montgomery County, but not too far from here. But like really cool brewery just went in, like really cool coffee shop. And that's the kind of stuff that like I like to pay attention to, and still a great school district, North Penn. So, little pockets like that. Because for a long time we were saying Dublin. But I think like, Dublin's kind of where it is right now. I don't really foresee it doing anything crazy because everyone still kind of like looks past it. And it's been that way for years. But yeah, definitely like, Percy I think is fantastic. Same thing, awesome breweries have gone in. Like give that town time and it's going to really be something,
Interesting.
Yeah. Stockton, New Jersey.
Stockton's a good place.
That Stockton Inn that just went in. I mean,
Stockton
really
Inn's
cool.
really nice.
It's nice.
Yeah, and everyone I talk to loves Stockton, so it's like, okay. And you'll look that the houses is like significantly cheaper in Stockton.
If you just go,
Really?
is that Hunterdon County?
Yeah, Hunterdon County, yeah. Like Lambertville is definitely caught up and expensive, but like it's like, 10 minutes up the road is Stockton, and it's really nice. And one day we'll probably be Lambertville,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Man.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Stockton definitely has something on its way. I went there probably like 10 years ago, back when they had that little market and it wasn't really updated.
Yeah.
And now that they updated it, they have the Stockton Inn going in. Like, there's a lot more foot traffic now.
Yeah, a lot more. And it connects like Frenchtown and Lambertville, so you got to like pass through it too.
Oh, yeah, true, true.
So that's a cool little pocket. It's New Jersey. And then, there's a bunch. I mean, one of the ones is Easton too. Easton is like, Easton, something's happening there. And 2 years ago, I think already, man, 2 years ago, New York Times put an article out about Easton being like a...
Yeah, I'm not trying to buy anything right now, but
Yeah.
probably this time next year, start buying like short-term rentals and stuff.
Yeah.
And Easton's where
Easton's
we've
on
been
the
looking,
radar.
where we've kind of been researching.
Yeah. I mean, listen, like you can still buy a place for like...
Because you're
under
still at the
300
water.
grand.
You're still like right there.
Yeah, you get to New York quick and you can get to the Poconos quick. So like it's a great location.
Yeah. And it's almost designed that like you don't you can get to all those places quick, but like when you come into the town from each angle, it almost is like set up where you like it. You know how like you go through a traffic circle in New Jersey, or now we have Doylestown traffic circles.
Yeah.
Easton's kind of like a traffic circle. Like when you drive through it, next thing you just like boom, boom, boom. It's a hub.
Yeah, it is.
When you look at the map down, it like really connects all of those places.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's some cool restaurants in there too.
Yeah, I think. I guess we'll see what happens. We'll have to check back in 2-3 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
market predictability is really just garbage. Yeah.
It'll be like all those like political clips where they go back and they pull up like stuff senators have said in the 70s when they were like first senators, and they're like, oh wow, that was racist.
Yeah.
You're like, that didn't age well.
Oops.
Yeah.
But I think Easton's coming up for sure. I don't know much about North Wales, but that coffee shop and brewery. Do you think that they'll do you think additions to the community like that have that big of an impact? Because we have a brewery right up the street here that really doesn't seem like it changes anything.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It's like a brewery has to rely on, the community. So, like, if someone's willing to, like, sign a lease and, like, set that thing up, it's not cheap. So they're really seeing something in the community that's going to show up. And, I don't know. It's always been, like, the indicator is, like, if someone's taking a risk to put this nice coffee shop in, this nice brewery, they're relying on something. And then you see the housing prices jump up a bit, too. Walkability is huge. Like North Wales has such great walkability.
Yeah.
Like you can be, on Walnut Street or one of those number streets like 7th or 8th or whatever, and like walk to the brewery. You can walk to wherever you want to go, walk through the neighborhood, walk to the schools. That's what people really like.
Is that why you kind of picked Doylestown for your family?
Oh yeah, man. Doylestown I was moving from the city, and like I grew up coming to Doylestown, and it was the best segue of like, oh, I want a yard, but like I'm not ready to like leave the urban life, coming from Fishtown. So it was like the perfect like segue,
Yeah, we have 2 gas station Wawas.
And a Target.
We're big city and a Target.
Target.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Forgot.
Target, yeah. No Trader Joe's though.
Yeah, new TJs.
We need that.
That's on the way, probably.
I hope.
Yeah, somebody on the Doylestown Facebook group a few weeks ago now was like, "What's one now that Doylestown's like up and coming?" And this poor lady got torn apart. Should have posted anonymously.
Yeah,
she was like, "What's one thing you wish like we Doylestown have that doesn't have?" And everybody was like, "Less of this, get out of here. We don't need any more development."
Yeah.
And then people like unanimously like the vote for TJ's was pretty high. Trader Joe's.
It would be fantastic to have a TJ's. I mean,
but
put it
like
where
everything
McCaffrey's
else, for sure. But every other comment was pure hatred for development, and I was like, "How did we get 2 gas station Wawas? All you people are so angry."
Yeah.
Should have blocked it.
People
do
love
have-
Wawa.
We do have 2 gas station Wawas. That is
Not that far apart.
And that was recent. Like that was the last 5 years, I want to say.
Yeah, good on Wawa. Whoever's doing their development work in their office is a real killer.
I mean, that's not easy to do too. To just
No,
be like, put Wawa here.
Do you think that they have like somebody in their own company that handles all that, like a team?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they probably
Yeah.
don't source that out.
Oh no way, dude. That's in-house stuff.
What if me and you teamed up and
Wawa's
started
in?
targeting companies like that as their like outsourced development team?
Yeah.
Be like,
listen,
this corner would slap.
That'd be sick.
yeah.
And then they're like, all right, me and Pat are like $1 million.
The hardest part is acquisition. It's like finding the lot where you could put a Wawa.
Yeah, we're gonna write the
You know?
song.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll bring Pat in. I'll be like, sing it. We'll like sing the presentation.
Yeah.
They'll be
good
like, who
idea.
are these guys?
Yeah.
We have a billboard.
They're like, yeah, we
Billboard.
It's Pat and Andrew. They own the billboard
On 202.
I'll update my LinkedIn.
Yeah, that should be like a
CEO
separate-
of Billboard on 202.
That could be like a little side gig we do.
Yeah. And then and then the Billboard has its own Instagram account. We just check in.
QR code.
Be like, this sign's been up for 3 months. And then like, you know how they do those used cars? Like, it's like how much down? 0 down. How many months? Be like 80 months. Where do you leave it? And it's like it's like a car that they got financed for like the rest of their life. But like we could check in and be like, oh, this billboard's been up for 3 months. How much business have you done? They'd be like, none. Like,
Dude, I saw someone this off topic. I saw someone create a vertical billboard, so they would put like 4 ads on it instead of just 1. That was crazy. I was like, damn, someone thought of that.
Where is that? Like, yeah, because you know why? We look at a telephone, Jesus. We look at our phones like this all day.
Yeah,
it's the vertical, like the TikTok, Instagram Reel thing is a vertical thing. So it might be like, actually, I want a vertical billboard. That's like game changer.
Dude, first half we buy it and then we build up.
Build vertical.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we could fit 3 vertical ones there.
Yeah, who said we can't have that?
Yeah.
Well, we don't know yet, but
Dude, on my side, I'm just gonna do the YouTube channel. But like, if you were to go into it, so it looks like you're
Would you change it to a screen or would you keep it like the wallpaper?
Tempted to go screen.
Yeah,
because then I could literally just be like, if somebody like starts beef with me and Pat, I can literally Pat can just call me up and be like, I need the screen to update. I need to talk I need to spit the truth.
He says something different the next day.
Yeah, just like be like tear down like whoever you have a problem with. Just like they know not to say anything bad about you or like to you because they're like, oh man, we can't have them going off on the billboard.
Can't end up on
We
Twitter.
can't afford to end up on Pat's billboard.
Yeah. Kill the sign.
Kill the sign.
People are calling me to like get on my good grace, so like I put something positive about them on my side. It's like a torn sign. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, once a week, donkey of the day, and then hero of the day.
I mean that could honestly like be really good marketing if like you pro con somebody.
Pro con someone. Yeah.
Pro con. Yeah. That's
Be like absolute menace. Bull, get the deal done.
Yeah. Yeah, show all sides of them.
What do you miss most about being like a rock star? I guess can I call you a rock star?
No, you can't.
Can I call you just a rock? Because you're not a star.
Yeah, just a dude that loves rock. Yeah. Rock.
Okay.
We were more like an alternative band. But what I miss the most, man, honestly, like just being able to, like I said, like you wake up and you like wait for that moment of inspiration to like start working, and then you get to work.
What would you do? What would you do for inspiration? Like, would you just like go out on like field trips and things?
Go running. Oh yeah, all the time. Yeah, like whatever I had to do to like kind of get, in the right headspace to write. I mean, I think it's like anyone writing anything. It's the same thing. It's like you would need something to hit you because you could force it, and I did that too. Like I would just sit down and like force songs all the time, but like it was never anything that was like worth writing home about or keeping. So no, I don't know. It was a lot of hard work. It wasn't just like a free spirit thing. That was also calculated. But what I miss the most is just the community. Like I loved, I would go to LA all the time, and I had a bunch of friends that I would hang out with, and we would always, like be on the same page, and we were so passionate about music. So like, it was so fun, like hanging out, and like talking about that. Had a community in Nashville that I would hang out with, and I liked my industry peeps. And like, if you were like in the industry, it's like, everybody kind of knew each other. And
so you were like the cool kid in school? Outside of school.
Yeah, and it wasn't really like competitive. Like real estate is so cutthroat. It's so competitive. Like I have no realtor friends. Like they're not like we'll talk friendly because we have to, because it's like, oh, I don't want to.
I think you're my realtor friend.
Yeah. Well, like other realtors
but I would
that are
agree,
realtors.
There's not too many realtors that you want to.
Yeah,
it's a very salesy. Attracts very salesy people.
It does, and I don't think realtors like to talk to other realtors and be friends with other realtors, really, because it's just like not what you do. But like in music, it was always like I always wanted to talk to another like songwriter,
musician.
Yeah, I always wanted to talk to another guitar player. Like that was so cool. But yeah, real estate's more like, it's such a passive aggressive conversation all the time, where like I'll call an agent sometimes and be like, hey, I have a client that's looking in this neighborhood, just curious if you have anything coming up. And those like, yeah, let me think. But like no one wants to disclose an address. Nobody wants to like get caught in the weeds or anything. So
why? Because they worried about like you sniping their project?
Maybe, who knows, right? Like, yeah, that's confidentiality, or they don't really have something, or who knows,
I think you hear a lot of talk like that about comedians. When you hear about comedians talking about like how
they don't want to give their jokes away.
Well, no, how it used to be, and then how things are now.
Oh,
because of people like Joe Rogan, making it less like competitive, and it's like, hey, we're all trying to do the same thing.
Yeah. Well,
So it's like we should all like, but it's more. That's probably more like music creativity than it is like doing business.
yeah, for sure.
I wonder, like, do you think if the real estate, like, if that changed, do you think it would be better overall for realtors on like the market if everybody started?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely. Yeah.
Because I
1000%.
see that in the construction industry, the more people I become friends with that are like quote unquote competition or peers, like maybe you have some market overlap, the better everything is for everybody.
Yeah,
like sharing information.
I totally agree.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think? Do you know how many realtors there are in Bucks County?
Dude, I don't. I try not to look.
Can we look that up?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a ton.
That's probably like a widely known.
Yeah.
Like how much business do you have to do in real estate a year? Like how much dollar values do you have to sell to like actually be viable as a realtor? Because there's a lot of people
it's
that are
hard
like
to say.
part-time, and then there's people that like struggle to get to that number. Like what is that like range for people, like that first level?
When I first got in, it was like, yeah, if you can sell 4 million in volume, you could be like an agent on Compass. But like I sell 4 million in like a month now. You know what I mean? So like getting into it, it was like, oh man, like that's a lot of $300,000 houses. Like I don't know if I can do it. So I feel like that's a good entry number, is like 4 million in volume. A lot of people don't understand what that means, but all it is just your sales price added up. It's
just all the houses you sold.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
And then you get paid like a percentage of that total number.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And it's like different for each deal, so it's like not really.
Yep. Yeah. It could be 2%, 1.5%, 2.5%, 3%. Yeah.
Do you think like the market's like oversaturated, or do you think there's like any aspect of like too many people trying to sell houses that kind of complicates the sales process in any way?
I mean, I don't know.
Too many people trying to jump to get like.
I find that most of the agents doing business are most of the agents I run into. Every now and again it'll be like an agent I haven't heard of, but it's usually like the same. I'd say 10 agent in Doylestown specifically. Really? It's like the same 10 to like 20 agents that I see on an agreement of sale that I'm like, oh yeah, like we've done a bunch of business together.
So is that like a good, if like you were advising somebody to like choose a realtor, obviously choose you first, but if they had to choose a second realtor, like how would you go about picking someone?
This is really funny. I put myself through this practice because I was like, I was looking for like real estate in the Catskills. Like I'm always looking for real estate in the Catskills. And I was like, how am I going to find my realtor? Like who am I going to interview, and like who am I going to trust, and like what questions am I going to ask them, and I think I was like way overdoing it because I like wanted to like figure out how people find me and like what their process is, but yeah, it's I think that it all comes down to one thing, and that's like within a conversation if you want to work with that person. Like how you can trust somebody when you talk to them on that initial conversation, the way they talk to you. And that's kind of what everything came down to for me. Someone who made me feel like I was like an equal, maybe like a friend, maybe somebody that had, whatever, a lot in common. And that was like the person that I felt like, okay, that person can represent me because it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because you have like mutual attachment.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? First off, hot, honest take, Zillow leads, online leads, paying for leads.
Oh, man.
Is that like a good
Wow.
way? Is that a good way to do business?
Listen, man, when I first got in the game, I did a ton of Zillow leads because I had to like close business, right?
I understand that's like an aggressive area of
the
real estate market.
Yeah, so there is, and Zillow, it's one of those things, like if you can't beat them, play with them. You're never going to beat Zillow. They're like the biggest, real estate platform there is. So you got to find a way to play ball with them, I think that for any agent that doesn't have business, take advantage of it. Like why not? You know what I mean?
Have you gotten any good deals from like buying leads from Zillow?
Yeah, back, I would say, 4 years ago, absolutely. And a lot of those clients transacted like 2 years after that and stuff like that, and then referred me to family members. And recently, Zillow's not really like, it's not really like a source I use for leads. My team has Zillow leads, so I kind of pass them off to the other agents. But But yeah, I think it's fantastic for people that need business, you know.
What I guess quick questions. We already talked about underrated areas.
Mm-hmm.
What's like the best town in all of Bucks County?
I mean, I'm biased. I think Doylestown is.
Yeah, okay.
Everybody compares like that town to Doylestown.
What's
It's like-
top 3 towns then?
Okay. I mean, I would definitely say Doylestown, New Hope, and Yardley.
Okay.
Those are my picks. You know, and actually, I would go on record to say Doylestown, Yardley, then New Hope. Yeah, because I think Yardley has a really cool community thing happening. Like all those houses on the canal there that just like they have just opening trout days actually tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, not tomorrow. Sorry,
It's
Saturday. And they just they party and everyone's fishing. And
Oh,
it's-
yeah, yeah.
everyone's jolly.
I forgot who I was talking about, but I was with your brother, I think, yesterday.
Yeah.
And then somebody brought up trout season, and then I was like, oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
gonna be out there.
Yeah, like they do Shad Fest, and it's just like it's a river town. You know,
Yeah.
it's really cool. Whereas like New Hope is a river town, but not in the same
It's
way.
more
Like you're not
touristy.
taking your boats out. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
for
people
sure.
come to visit New Hope.
Yeah.
Not too many people are coming to visit Yardley.
yeah, exactly.
People live in Yardley.
Yeah, there's like a brewery and like 3 restaurants, but like
Yeah, I
the
got
community is awesome.
I got married in that brewery. Fun fact.
Oh, Vault. Nice.
If you want to steal my identity, you're gonna need that. What's your dream house style?
Oh man, I
Like,
love.
when you look at all these houses, because I see you posting. Like I know you personally look at houses all of your free time.
Oh yeah, all the time. Yeah.
So what's the
Just
dream
love
house?
houses. I love a good mid-century modern house.
Okay.
If we're talking about like what I love, yeah, like when I come across a mid-century modern house and tour it with my clients, I'm like, dude.
Yeah, single floor, glass window, like big
Yeah.
windows.
Yeah, they start talking about things that need to be updated, but like in my head, I'm like, nothing needs to be updated. This is incredible.
I'd write Linda a love song here.
Yeah, I love a good mid-century modern house, and then of course like an old stone farmhouse is always cool. But those are a dime and a dozen around here. Like it's like you're always coming into them, and
Yeah, dime a dozen, not quite a dime.
yeah, not a dime. Exactly. Yeah.
I wanted to ask about the stone homes because I know in Bucks County there's a lot of old homes.
Mm-hmm.
Good segue.
Like what can you say about like selling someone
this-
that house?
Is this a builder question or a real estate question?
real estate
No.
question.
No, it's literally
Would be
the
both.
next question. It's literally
Yeah.
the
Oh,
next question. No,
yeah.
no,
Okay,
this is
alright.
good. This is good.
What
Yeah,
can
yeah,
I
yeah.
tell? What can I tell them?
Well, yeah, because also you have to think about like the maintenance and upkeep of it.
Yeah.
Like what
What are the-
Absolutely.
what kind of customers are or what is, I say clients are looking to buy these homes? Are they looking to preserve them? Do they want to update them? And if so, like what advice can you give them?
I think most people that buy those homes love it for the character, and they end up, just doing like renovations and additions and stuff. The first thing I try to do is just educate them. Like, listen, this is an old house. Like, you're gonna always have water in your cellar. This is probably a cesspool, right? Like, if you try to update the septic, you may have a lot of issues. You know what I mean? You're definitely a well. They could be within 100 feet of each other. So there's a lot of things that I try to like. You think you want a house like this, but just be prepared. Like, even if you had like the craziest inspection done, this thing was built in like the early 1800s. Like, there's just gonna be stuff, But yeah, I think that most people that are attracted to those houses are attracted for a reason, and they want that like old, stone farmhouse look for sure.
You got to pay to play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to pay to play for sure.
Yeah, when you're buying a house like that, you're buying like a living organism. Like the house is becoming a part of
yeah,
your.
that's
It's
cool. I like
becoming
that.
it's becoming a part of your family.
yeah.
Like you're gonna be forced to care about that house in
Yeah.
ways that you didn't realize were possible,
Yeah.
or it will fall down.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
not.
it's true.
Maybe not fall down, but like those houses are so strong but so delicate,
Yeah.
and they need constant maintenance and upkeep.
Yeah.
And when people like ask us to look at houses with them for that, I'm always like, there's gonna be a point where we're gonna have to charge you for tears. Like you will want to cry for some problem here, and you have to tell people that like it could go great.
Yeah.
Chances are it's not, and you just have to be when you buy houses like that. You just have to be ready for that. But how many people do people tend to say like I want a new construction home a lot?
Not really, you definitely get those people that like that's what they're focused on. Like, I want nothing that was built before 2000,
And what is it like? Why? Like, is it just old, having it old, somebody else?
Yeah, everyone is like, there's people out there that are just, I think, uneducated, in some ways about older houses and how they could be as great as new houses. But people just like hear the word oil and they're like, ooh, like I don't want that.
Ooh, terrorism.
Yeah. I mean,
George Bush.
You tell someone like, I have a lot of clients that will, they come from all over, like wherever, Aspen, Colorado, New York. And it's always like, I have to educate them immediately about like how Bucks County is like septic. Like if you want land, like if you want an acre, like you're going to have a septic system. And then everyone's like, oh, that's weird. It's like,
they're like, I was just in Costa Rica. And
yeah, they have public sewers. It's crazy.
Like, well, they have public sewers in the islands. I don't understand. Be like, don't. Uphill battle.
Yeah, like, I mean, even in Colorado, like a lot, like Aspen and all those, it's all like public sewer. You know what I mean?
Which is kind of wild considering
Crazy.
the digging conditions out there versus the digging in the soil here.
Yeah, which is nuts, right? And I don't know if that's just because like
maybe it was just they didn't have the time. If I had to guess, maybe that those areas of the countries developed so much later than these areas did that they had time to think about like, oh, infrastructure.
Yeah.
A lot of the areas out here are so old that like when some of that, like your neighborhood, for instance, there's parts of your neighborhood that like maybe they, were just getting electricity out that way when those houses were built.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it for sure.
I don't know that to be true, but beautiful neighborhood.
Yeah.
But that's why like the telephone poles are at like the wires.
Yeah, they're above the ground. Well, that's the other thing too. It's like, people look out the window like, oh, are those like wires?
Yeah, welcome to the Northeast,
like,
baby.
I'm like, this is Doylestown, and there are just wires like not in the ground, just running through your backyard, and there's a lot of people that just are not used to that. I mean, especially like we have a lot of clients that come from like the city, and when you're living in the city, everything is public water, public sewer water, like wires are underground, like
Yeah.
So now it's like, oh my gosh, this is like,
I thought this was supposed to be the country.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are a lot of people moving in from like other towns and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
Like, Like, how do you? I guess like, how do you feel that? I would say this area is now becoming with the influx of people from like Philly or New York.
I think it's great. I think it's great. I think that like a lot of businesses like myself, right? Like my own business is doing better because of it. I think everybody else's business is going to do better because of it, right? So like as I have more clients reaching out from surrounding areas to move to Doylestown, I have to believe that like you're going to get more renovation jobs and they're going to sell more beer at the brewery next door, and like so I think it's a good thing,
I would tend to agree.
Yeah. Because
people really don't like to see change around here, but most of those people are pretty close to the dirt anyway. So it's like you kind of just have to be like, I get why, like you're so attached to like your memories and attachments that when you look at people that get upset about development in areas, you just kind of have to understand why they feel that way. You're like, yeah, like if I was 80 years old and I grew up here and everything changed completely in the last 10 years of my life, I might be a little upset. But you kind of like, you know, but you want to look towards the future always. Like once you're dead in the ground, like it doesn't matter anymore. So you have to look for like your kids, your grandkids, like what does that look for them and how can it be great? When people are like, no, can't change anything. It's like, no, you just hate the kids of the future then. You know what? Don't even, just burn it down.
Yeah, burn it down.
Yeah, I guess.
Don't you think that like when people are like old, they're just like, they just don't want to see it change, but they don't really think like, well, yeah, we need the new school.
Yeah,
we need this new thing.
Yeah,
like,
it's so
the
important,
kids, like
man.
this, we gotta grow.
Yeah, if you want restaurants to hang on, and
if you're not growing, you're dying. So
Yeah,
like, if you care that much about the town, like, unfortunately, growth is the options are growth or death.
Yeah, it's true.
So it's like you can't just stay one size.
It's true.
I think it's a complicated conversation though. When we used to do a lot more development work, we would go in front of community boards. Oh my God, people would tear you apart.
I bet.
People would say things about you or say things to you about like the townhomes you wanted to build for like, and you'd have to be there and be like, yeah, but like, what about all the like, can your kids afford houses in this neighborhood?
Yeah.
And they'd be like, well, they will be when we're done. We're going to put this beautiful playground. You guys don't even have a playground right now. Like, and then you'd slowly win them over and people would still hate you, but.
Yeah. I mean, look at the housing crisis now. I mean, we need townhomes now.
Yeah. What is going on? We got like $1 million townhomes over by Tractor Supply and on York Road in Jameson.
I know the luxury townhome thing is like it's a big market now.
Is that gonna like everybody thinks real estate prices always go up, but like
I think it depends. It's like there'll always be a Lamborghini, and then there'll always be, I don't know, like what's like the sports, a Mustang, like what's like I don't even, not even on the same playing field, but like a sports car that would be like, you know, like I can afford that one, you know.
Corvette for you.
Yeah.
Don't
Okay.
even do that.
Okay. Corvette.
Don't
yeah.
even- don't-
I know you were talking about a Corvette the other
hate
day.
Corvettes are the absolute worst. car.
No. So like, you know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
like there will be the Corvette townhome, there will be the Lamborghini townhome. You know what I mean? I think that's the way that I see it.
Okay.
And those luxury townhomes are like, you know, they're bigger, they're spacious, they have like different finishes. Whereas like the stock Corvette townhome is just going to be, you know, your typical townhome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, gray flooring, maybe some carpet somewhere.
Definitely
Yeah.
not wood floors throughout.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
You should say gray?
Yeah, gray flooring,
yeah,
you know,
Yeah.
the old like basic stuff.
Yeah.
But it'll look nice, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know.
We got 2 questions.
All right.
Buy or wait right now?
Man, that's such a loaded question. Because here's what I say. I say if you're gonna buy, start like thinking about buying now, right? Because when the right opportunity does present itself, if you're not thinking now, then like you could miss that, right? Or so like let's say like you just kept waiting and waiting and waiting. That perfect pocket came in like, you know, September, and
You just weren't actually.
you weren't actual. Or like let's say you did buy a house, you found something good in the next like month or two, and then you were able to refinance in September, October, right? But everybody else is still looking for a house, you know. So I think it's like timing is always like when you're ready. Like don't even pay attention to what's happening in the headlines. Like when you want to buy a house, like it's an emotional decision, right? If it's not an investment property, which like investors are always looking no matter what, right?
Yeah.
But like if it's like you know, we should probably get a house, like yeah, just start, you know.
And then one question remaining. What is one mistake that every person makes in buying a house?
One mistake that
Or majority of people make?
Yeah, I mean, I the first thing I said was I think that people don't give themselves enough time. You know, I think they just want to like jump in right away.
Okay.
That, and then I think a lot of people don't take the chance. A lot of people get like, you know, nervous and like don't bid on a house that they really want. And then it's like, wow, I missed out on that house for $35 a month. Like when you really break down the math sometimes, it's like, and you think about it that way, the house that you loved, that you have to drive past every day, that you lost for $35 a month, that stinks. I mean, I've been in that situation. You know what I mean? So like, I think really just like break things down mathematically and think about them logically. Like, this is the next 30 years you're going to be in this house. Like, if you love this place, like, don't lose it for $35 a month, you know?
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a great way to go out. Don't lose it for $35 a month.
Yeah. I mean, and then of course there's someone that's like, yeah, that's $35 for 30 years a month. But, you know, sure.
Somebody's listening to this and they're just like, right off 202 right now.
Yeah,
Like, that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I see it, you know, I see it happen all the time where like we have a hard cutoff and then it's like, yeah, but like just think about that. Like if you really love it, like don't,
Yeah, don't let it go for almost nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So it seems like you're pretty data driven.
Yeah, I'm very like, well, not really data driven. I'm more like comp oriented and
okay.
emotion oriented.
Songwriter, dude.
Yeah.
Facts back. Okay.
Yeah, but no, I definitely need like the comp. Like I need comps. Like when I'm looking at a house that's for sale, like I need to see like I need to comp it myself. Like I don't even trust anyone else's comps ever. Like I just don't. You know what I mean? So, but yeah. Any emotion driven.
Don't trust other people's comps.
Yeah.
You need his.
Write that down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also saw that you wrote for the Cardinal for a little while.
Yeah. Those are my good friends Jess and Dave that run that, and I still like write for it. I just kind of let it breathe for a minute.
Yeah, but
You know?
did you feel like when you wrote for it, I feel like writing about the community kind of helped you gain more knowledge
yeah,
on
man, I
it?
was so grateful for that. I mean, they were just like, yeah, you can have like the BizBit section and write whatever you want about in real estate, and
Yeah.
I've gotten a few clients from that.
Amazing.
And I initially just jumped into like real estate investing articles, and and people like really took to them. So I got like a few like long-term like investor clients from writing for that article. So I'm super grateful for that.
Oh, that's incredible. Yeah, I was gonna ask you how that, how do you feel that benefited you? But it sounds like that's kind of how.
Yeah, it absolutely did, and I should continue to write for that for sure. Yeah.
Amazing. We got a writer here.
Songwriter.
Songwriter. Yeah.
And this was before like I used ChatGPT. I would like write like write an article.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And then I'd have like my wife read it. Like, can you edit this? You know what I mean? But now it's like you can write an article and put it in ChatGPT and be like, yo, edit this thing, make it, make it sound like me.
Make me sound like Samuel L. Jackson.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's amazing.
You can be like, write this in the voice of George Washington.
Yeah, definitely. And it'll do it.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Possibilities are endless.
And then read it out loud.
Infinite intelligence.
Wow.
What, Gilmore, do you have anything else?
I guess like I was going to ask about the future, but it seems like we kind of already did that. But I guess for the sake of the question, like, you know how there's been a small revival like in places like Bristol or like Quakertown.
Yeah.
What do you think that next place would be in the next 10 years?
A little further out than what we're talking
Yeah.
about, the hidden spots right now.
Yeah.
Because like we said, Easton, North Wales,
Mm-hmm.
and
Stockton,
Pipersville.
Yeah, what do you think like 10 years? Like if you had to put something out
I
there.
mean, I think that it's going to continue to develop along the river. That sounds crazy, but like Upper Black Eddy is just like a really cool zone, and you know what I mean?
I definitely
Like,
think
what's
Upper
that-
Black. When I look at places, I'm looking at Upper Black Eddy.
Yeah, Homestead Coffee Roaster right there. Like that's like, dude, that I feel like I'm in the Catskills there, and I'm
Ringing
like,
Rocks.
yeah,
All
yeah.
the parks are up
I'm like,
there.
it's only a matter of time before somebody puts in like an incredible, like, winery or something up there that's gonna like really start making it like an attractive place for people to go. I know there is a winery like Sandcastle Winery or something. I think they shut down. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
Point Pleasant's
Billboard
cool.
first.
Yeah, Billboard first. And then
Yeah, Billboard first. Yeah, yeah,
202 would come for you.
yeah. 202, man. Gotta
I
find that
want the billboard now.
Yeah.
We got to find
We
this
talked
guy.
about it so much now. Like I just want it.
Now we have to get it.
No, you have to get it.
You ever talk about getting a car and like all of a sudden you're just like, I gotta get it today.
Yeah. I mean, they could be like, it's $20,000 a month, and right now I'd probably be like, all right, okay. Can we do month to month?
Be like, oh,
Yeah.
So you really think that?
Listen, you can always pull a home equity line of credit, man. And,
Be like, oh, I was thinking, yeah, I wasn't thinking that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably $20,000 a month.
Oh.
No, it's probably not.
No.
No, because the ones on
3.
95 are like 5.
I bet you it's like $3,000 a month.
I know a couple people that have billboards along 95, and they're like paying 5 a month.
That's not bad, actually.
That's not like if you want that 95 traffic though.
I know. I don't know.
202 traffic's different than 95.
I
traffic.
also feel like that's like not great. Like you could be like a cause of like serious car wrecks. Like if you're the billboard on 95 and it's like distracting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so like when you call the marketing agency up to do the billboard, they're like, "Well, what vibe you going for?" You'd be like, "I really want to cause a wreck."
Yeah. I mean, for anything to catch someone's attention,
They're like,
think about it. Like
Yeah.
that's the goal, is to catch your attention. So like, I don't know. There's been
Billboards
times
are
I've been
actually kind of like a kind of a concept that should be illegal.
yeah, they
For
really
this
should be.
pure fact, like texting and driving, they're like making that, they made that illegal in a bunch of different states, but billboards are still good. It's like billboards are the OG texting and driving.
What I actually think we should do, and I was thinking about this, Andrew, is we should just get a pilot at Doylestown Airport to do what they do at the shore.
I was
fly over Doylestown.
I kid you not.
Build with revival group, buy with Bucks County agents.
Dude, I'm gonna later tonight. I'm gonna screenshot my search history on my computer. My computer.
Oh, you looked that up?
Dude,
Like, why don't they do that
no.
over town?
I started with that, right? So here's the rabbit hole I went down.
Wow.
Right, this is early morning. This is like 4:00 in the morning. I'm doing this. I was like, how the hell do those planes? Because like, if you know a little bit about aviation, like those planes aren't much.
No,
Like they're not. They're like go-karts in the air. Like there's not much to them. So I was like, how the hell do they just lift that thing up? So I started watching videos on how they like fly the plane and then catch it with a hook and then yank the thing up into the air.
Oh.
Pretty crazy. Call crash or two, whatever. Then I'm like, oh, when I was in Philly years ago, somebody paid for a plane to fly around the city and do smoke. Have you ever seen that? Like the old school 1920s
like I
smoke
have.
machine. And they did like it was the Disney song, like "If You Wish Upon a Star." Like it was like they literally did the lyrics in the sky, and it was like someone proposing.
Wow.
So like, and it was like the plane had like, I guess it was a couple planes that were flying, and they were like, I guess programmed like some sort of software. So like they would shoot out one puff of smoke, like poof, 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 and it would literally spell words.
What?
And I was like, how much does that cost? And then I had to go to work.
What does that cost?
I never found out.
They did that for the Eagles. It was like, "Hey Philly, dilly dilly" or something.
Oh yeah,
Dilly
dilly dilly, yeah, on the
Yeah,
parade, yeah.
yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
It was this. It was probably the same company that did that.
Yeah.
But like, I would just like, if it was affordable, I'd be just like I would air blast all the time.
Yeah,
And
revival build
and
everywhere.
and you know what would happen? I could just see it right now. Doylestown Facebook group. He's what do they call it when they put the chemicals in the air?
Oh yeah, chemtrails.
He's the environmental chemtrail conspiracy. That I'd get burned down.
Yeah, you would. Dude.
I would be like, oh man, I thought I was gonna sell projects, and it's just like I'm now an environmental terrorist.
Yeah.
That's what would happen.
Yeah, just do the banner.
Yeah, I guess.
But I heard that's a horribly dangerous job.
Yeah, it's really like the crashes were unreal.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Oh yeah, because like what it is, like the one rig, they basically set up like these two, I guess, poles, and then they put a wire between them, and then they string the wire to the sign, so the plane like takes off, loops back around with like a hook rope kind of thing, and flies low enough that this hook hits the wire, and then like yank, and then the banner's like out on the ground. So it has to have like you can't drag the banner on the ground
for
or get
takeoff.
messed up.
Wow.
So you literally have to be going full speed and catch the banner at full speed. So this thing is like yank. Like, and these planes aren't that strong, so like you're yanking this. If the banner's like too big, like it could, and like the wind blows the wrong direction, like you're literally, yeah.
Yeah.
I was a little curious and got more than I budgeted for.
Holy
Yeah, they're always flying like this. Like
Oh yeah, and it was like
wheelies in the
full
air.
throttle. The guy, like when he caught the banner, it was like literally you'd hear the plane like the RPMs just shot through the, like it was already full throttle, and then he put the tension on the motor, and the motor was like no. It was like please no.
Can't just do that with drones.
And then it was like that's like the sound you heard, like as he was flying. It was just like no.
Wow.
Damn, that's crazy.
Who was the first guy to do that?
Evil Knievel.
Because we haven't had
What did he charge?
yeah, we haven't had aviation for that long.
Give me a nickel and I'll fly your banner in the sky.
Because like the Wright brothers, who we think are the first people that flew, it was like early 1900s, right?
Something like that.
Like you don't need to like, you know, like I could just, if I was a pilot, I could just fly my own banner, right? Like I don't need to like pay for airspace ad.
See, this is why I like Pat. I like hanging out with Pat. Cut straight to it. How much is plane?
How much is playing?
Yeah. Let me just be a pilot.
I love, and this is how he would be with Linda later on the deck.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Well, Andrew and I were talking about getting a billboard, and it's going to be about $20,000." And she's going, "Mm-hmm." But we thought we found a plane on Facebook Marketplace for 10.
Yeah, exactly.
And we figured one of us could be a pilot in about 3 months.
yeah. Fly the banner.
What? What? You know, I don't know. Your son's pretty smart. We could probably get him to be a pilot.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Yeah.
He's got the energy for it.
That's a great business for any local pilots here to start flying the banners, because there's definitely companies that would pay to have that done in town. You know?
Yeah. Do you think? Yeah. Do you think it's maybe illegal?
Maybe, I don't know.
We got to look into this.
You can't like own air rights. Like Doylestown doesn't own the
Yeah,
air.
like you can't keep me from
yeah.
flying.
You can do an advertising in the sky. I think that's why people do it. There's no like, maybe I'm wrong, but I think you can't like.
Well, maybe the Doylestown airport's like not set up for it.
Oh, maybe.
So what we got to do is buy some land with the hook thing.
You just need a farm.
Take off from Doylestown.
Yeah.
Swing over to the farm.
There you go.
Grab
Hook
it, drop it off, and then fly back to the airport. And
That's
they'll be
what
like,
we need. I know some land.
dude, that sounds like Fast and Furious 9.
Does sound pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious Doylestown.
Fast and Furious Doylestown.
Cool.
What we're gonna let Pat go now. He's got deals to close.
Yeah,
He's
Pat.
got a family to go eat dinner with.
Yeah, Pat.
Yeah.
Pat, this was awesome.
Yeah,
And,
thanks for having me.
Dude, you've definitely built something really legit, and I want to commend you for being one of the few realtors that, like, I don't know, there's something about, I don't really know what it is about you or how you conduct business, but I think realtors as a whole are very not, they lack a lot of class. So I think you bring a lot of class to real estate.
Cool.
And, like, you know, we need more of that. So realtors, step up.
Yeah.
more class.
When they're all like, "Why can't we've asked you to become on the podcast for years? Why haven't you let us on? You let Pat on."
He's got class.
I'm gonna get that.
Yeah.
Class.
I'm gonna have at least 4 people say that to me,
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
and it's for a reason. It's because Pat's like actually like it's a representation. If we have Pat on the pod, people find out I'm friends with you, and like you're a terrible realtor in person. Like that
Yeah.
sucks for everybody.
Yeah.
But you're not that, and it makes it easy to be friends with you and do business with you. So
Cool.
thanks, Pat.
All right.
Thanks,
man.
Gilmar.
Yeah, Pat. Wait, Pat, real quick, where can people find you?
The BucksCountyAgent.com or, my Instagram, the Bucks County Agent, at the Bucks County Agent. Google Patrick Mencel, the Bucks County Agent. Yeah.
Amazing.
Nice.
Nice.
Gilmar, Andrew, Bucks Townies Podcast. Please hit the subscribe button. 52% of you are like watching and listening we can see who watches every week.
So
Not
just
exactly.
Yeah.
But it's like the same people are like searching the show and then watching it and just not hitting subscribe. It means a lot to us.
Yeah. Hit
It's gonna
subscribe,
help
guys.
us.
Subscribe.
Thanks for
Subscribe.
listening. We love you guys.